Say hi. Say it's Terrio. This little baby is so smart, you guys. Beyond his years. 2 years, he is beyond that. Yes, he knows all of his colors. He knows all of his colors.
I love cars.
So he'll say his colors right, and I will be like, if I'm like, oh, good job, he'll make this face at me like, like, what is such a big deal about me knowing my colors? Like, you know. And I think he be asking, he get to saying something after that. I think he's like asking me like, you know your colors? Like, because I be so wowed by him knowing his colors. He be like, you know your colors? He be saying something. I think that's what he be saying. You know your colors? So this is really strange. He know all of his colors. He know those alphabets. He does. Very smart. But I want to talk about the a message I received. Message about the air conditioner, the AC unit, burning that AC unit. I fall into the habit myself where I run that AC, the AC be on, and I just run it all day, all night. It never gets a break. Yeah. We hop in our car, first thing we do is turn on the AC, especially when the weather's like this, you know, during the summer it's hot. Yeah. Not really realizing that the best air for us is the natural air. The outside air. Turning off that AC, letting a few windows, opening a few windows, opening the shade, the curtains, drawing the curtains back. Natural sunlight, letting the natural sunlight in, turning off your lights, not burning those lights all the time. If there's a certain function or whatever it is you're trying to do, if you can do it with just the natural light, if you don't have to turn the light on, I will leave the light off. Using the natural air and natural breeze from outside, and using the natural light from outside. The AC unit. It's a slow killer is what it is. It's deteriorating our health. Very slow, so slow that it'll be hard to recognize what it is that got you feeling like that. How you doing, Seaberry? How are you? How you been doing? I have quite a few messages, but really I got this real slick download last night. It actually had been on my mind, but I got the download last night letting me know what it was about that AC unit. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Trying to stay well and stay out the way. That's what I'm every day, minute by minute. That's what I'm trying to work on, is staying out the way and staying out the way. Yeah, because there's a lot going on out here in these streets. I want to talk about this AC unit though, burning the AC unit. We turn the AC on, or a lot of us just leave the AC on. We don't ever even turn the AC off. in your car, in the house. And I got a bad habit of this too. I turn the AC on and I never touch it again. I just let it run. But you know, it really came to me how that AC unit is like slowly killing us, slowly messing up our health, especially like a respiratory problems, anything dealing with asthma, bronchitis. You know, you get to wondering where it came from or why is it so bad at certain times of the year, because you're burning that AC unit. Think about an AC unit and what it's for, what's in it. What is it made up of, an AC unit? So I just did a little information searching in the different gases and stuff that's in an AC unit that causes it to do what it do. Right, if not clean, you got to keep it clean. Keep the filter clean. Yes, long as you know. The times that we are in, yes. You have to keep all that clean. And this is my prime reason, I think, why this really started coming to me. Because I clean this thing right here. I only been here like a year, not even a year. And I remember cleaning it not too long after I had got here. Clean all the little vents or whatever. But before I know it, because I ain't really pay attention to it. And I was just walking by. And I'm like, man, that thing done got bad. It's really done picked up some... Look at that vent. Look at that vent. I'm not showing the vent. Hold on. Let me see. There you go. Yeah, and it snuck up on me so fast I didn't even realize how bad it had gotten for me to get up there and clean it. But I know I've been burning that AC a lot. The last few months I've been burning that junk. Been burning it, you hear me? So I'm saying that's not good. So where is the rest of those particles and all that dirt? Where the rest of it's going, except for inside, in my nose and in my mouth, in my skin. You know what I'm saying? So definitely you want to think about, be mindful about burning that AC, turning that junk off. Get a fan, buy some fans. Get that block fan, that square fan, put it in the windows, man, like we used to do back in the day. Let some windows up. Open your curtain. Open the door if you got a screen. Let that air in like that. So, you know, that's what that AC unit doing. The AC unit is keeping us from outside. And that's where the natural light is, everything that we need. Yeah. Everything we need is really outside. They done got the COVID and then basically trying to make us stay in the house more up under that AC unit. Fresh air, right? Fresh air. Outside is where it's at. And, you know, we, us black people, we hate the heat. We hate the heat, baby. But I'm feeling like it's something about the heat. Like it's like opposite. Like you go in the hospitals and different places, they run it really cold. And they say that that's supposed to keep the germs down, right? I'm feeling like that's probably a lie, but I ain't got my information on that. So don't quote me on that. But I'm feeling like with this COVID, like it needs to be, we need to sweat it out. It's like we need to sweat it out. We need to be hot. We need to sweat. We need to be active. We need to be eating the right things that will cause us to sweat. Like I put my hoodie on today, got the AC off, it's sitting in the, and it's a little warm. I ain't gonna die though. It's something about that. Something about that heat that's killing whatever that COVID is supposed to be, or whatever the germs in the air that we do not see. It's the heat, I believe, that's killing it. But all we do is run that AC though. We don't want to be hot. So yeah, I just hate saying they, but it's so many tricks going on. We're being deceived in so many small ways. And I just have to be sure that every time I'm given something, that I have to put it out there. And I have to stop sitting on it, because I do that a lot. But I have to stop sitting on it because it's so good and it's so real. Whether a person believe it or not. Like, some people don't believe in God and don't believe in Jesus, but that don't make them not real. God is still real. Jesus is still real. He don't need nobody to believe him for him to be who he is. He's still Jesus. He don't need you to believe it. So I'm saying, the truth is the truth. No matter who believes it, you know. Our skin needs the sun. Yes. Yes. All natural things is, we don't realize that that's what we need. That's really what we need and all we need. Natural things, not really things that were man-made. If it was man-made, then I just want to look at it twice. Like, what's the real purpose? What's the real purpose? Yeah. You were saying, talking about the timing that we're in. Yeah. The timing that we're in. Sometimes I don't be giving my messages because a lot of them, I guess, don't be good messages. What we call good messages. You know, a lot of the messages I get are some might look at it as negative. You know, we don't like to talk about nothing bad. We sure enough don't like talking about death or nothing like that. You know, it ain't one of my favorite topics, you know, talking about it, but it's real. It's real. And I get a lot of messages that people might look at as negative. But I am not intending to put people in fear. My point is to make people aware so that they could better prepare. Yeah. So you can better prepare. For anybody that think that, I don't know, they like that we've been forgotten about. Like, you know, because supposedly we're still waiting on Jesus to come back, you know. So we think we have been forgotten about. Yeah. What we don't realize is that we have already been in judgment. We're waiting on a particular day. And that particular day won't be the same day for everybody. Everybody will have their own day in their own time. And so I feel like the day of judgment has already taken place. The day of judgment has already taken place. And only God knows your heart. Our hearts are being weighed. Our hearts are being weighed. And it's being compared to the weight of a feather. Anything that's on your heart, that you're holding on your heart, that you're harboring in your heart, I suggest you let it go. That's no matter what it is, when it happened, who did it, how it hurt. Let it go. Because you are responsible for your own conscience, your own heart condition. No excuse will work when it comes to God weighing your heart out and judging you. That heavy heart, you better pour it out. Pour out that heavy heart. Owe a man nothing but to love them. Be forgiving as God is forgiving. Here today and gone tomorrow, we never know. And it's our last day here on this earth. We never know. You never know when your day is, when your day of judgment is. So that's why you just always want to be in the right place at the right time. Because you never know when your day of judgment is coming. You never know. And I believe many of us, we have already been judged. Are you going to a new place in your mind? A new place? You're going to heaven? Or are you going to a new place in your mind? You're going to hell. Life is more to it than what meets the eye. Whatever it is you see that, look at those clouds, you better believe those clouds is more than just clouds. Those clouds are something else. It's not just a cloud. It's more than a cloud. Everything is more than what you can see. A tree is, oh, it's just a tree. A tree is more than a tree. Everything created was created with purpose. Not just to be. Yeah. Just to be a tree. No, a tree there's way more than just being a tree. Yeah. Stinky butt. Go get your diaper. Stop meddling. Stop meddling. Stop. Go get a diaper.